Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Cha-Ching.
Hello everyone, it's great to be back. I hope you're all enjoying the JAD program so far, and if you haven't started, well, there's no time like the present.
Indeed. We loved hearing about how inspired you were by our special guest to start your own businesses. We'll be contacting you guys with some amazing prizes to spur you on your entrepreneurship journey.
Adanna, I have a question.
Yes, I hope it's not another of your "which footballer am I most like" quizzes.
No, you actually like this one. Would you rather have a job that makes you a lot of money or a job that you're passionate about?
Definitely one I'm passionate about, so I can make a difference and have a more satisfying life. When you're passionate about your work and put your best into it, you'll create a legacy that will last for generations. Besides, because you enjoy what you're doing, you'll have better mental health and a better life in general.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. But how exactly do you turn your passion into a money-making idea?
Well, I think you know by now who we're going to for answers. So guys, let's give it up for the Cha-Ching band.
Drive my car is what I love to do. When I'm riding, I can't get enough. My steering went snap to the turn. Now I want to learn how to fix, but it sure looks tough. Trying this tool, that part, figuring out how an engine runs. Researching every little thing. It's my passion and I'm having fun.
Why you wanna fix it?
Oh, go-kart is what I'm riding to. Cars and engines galore, and it all makes me wanna learn more. Reading books is one way that I like to learn. Sometimes you're gonna try and try it again. I keep on trying 'cause I'm following my passion. Cause and curiosity will not be distracted from what I wanna be. It's a football, I won't stop for these. 'Cause I've got a passion and I'm gonna do it passionately. Race day, ready to go, ready to race to come in first place. Lap by lap, taking all the turn, but I came in fifth.
What can I learn from this?
Changing, fixing, engineering, these new boosters will have me breathing too much, too fast. Take it back home for another pass. Hit my speed limit, coming in third, but I'm still not winning it. Hits me, I don't want to drive. Pop the lid, see where my interest lies. The roar I hear, and now it's clear. I want to be an engineer, making the engine run at its optimum. Make the shift to the right gear. Focus on my interest. Engineering is for me. Learn more when I'm challenged. Think long term, your goals and dreams. Study hard in school and you will see. If you work towards your passion, then you should do it passionately.
You did it, I wanna do it too. How can I do what I love to do?
Well, I worked hard and it paid off in the end. It took many turns, but now I'm racing ahead.
Did you feel like giving up at the start?
I learned from my mistakes that set me apart. I believe you'll find success. You're giving me the tools and I'll do the rest. Following my passion, learn from the mistakes I've made. Focus, perseverance got me where I am today. Sacrifices, yes, I've made a few, but it's worth it for a passion that you passionately love to do. I love it, passion. Follow it passionately, stick with it, passion. Gotta do it passionately. Find out what it is that interests you. Then you've got a passion, and you can do it passionately.
Wow! Seeing Zoe discover his passions and achieve his potential was so inspiring. But the question is, how do we find our passion?
Great question. First, you start by thinking of things you like and you like to enjoy them. Then you need to ask yourself, which of those things am I really talented at? Then comes the most important thing. Which one will people pay me to do?
Oh, just like Zul in the video.
Yeah.
He enjoyed both racing and engineering, but while he was average at racing, he really excelled at engineering and decided to turn it into a career.
Exactement.
Okay, I understand all of this in theory, but if it was that easy in real life, then surely everyone would just do it.
I mean, few things in life are truly easy, but thanks to today's special guest, we're going to have the opportunity to hear from someone who did follow their passions and see how well it's turned out.
Let's welcome Miss Kemi Lewis, who's a trained lawyer and decided to follow her passion to establish a thriving natural hair salon.
You know, I actually got my hair done at one of her many salons, but I never realized she'd gone from a lawyer to a business owner and hairstylist. That is one story that I would love to hear. Hello, Miss Lewis. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited for our conversation. And can I just say, I love this sort of twinning we've got going on with our hair. So, for the benefit of our viewers, before we really go into detail, can you please introduce yourself?
Okay, so my name is Kemi Lewis and I am the founder and creative director of KLS Natural Beauty Bar, which is Nigeria's first natural hair salon.
Oh, very interesting. So tell me, Mrs. Lewis, how do you manage to turn your passion into a profitable business?
So for me, it was just deciding that, I wanted to stop working the basic 9 to 5 and I wanted to do something for myself. And when I realized that, I'd always loved to do hair from when I was a little girl and it was something I could turn into a business, I gave it my 120% and built a business around it.
So, as you said, you were doing a 9 to 5 as a lawyer. What was the tipping point for you to go into entrepreneurship?
So I guess for me, it was just the excitement of following something that I was going to build myself and then just watching it grow. And that really was it. I just wanted to build something for myself and watch it grow and not have any limits to what I could do with it or what I could earn ultimately.
That takes so much courage. Like, how do your friends, your family, how do they all react?
A lot of them thought I had lost my mind. But yeah, here we are 9 years later and everybody's now, they see what I saw then and so we're good.
Well, if you guys are watching this loving my hair, it was at one of her many salons, so I think we can all see that decision paid off. So, as you mentioned, your salons focus more on natural hair, which especially at the time you'd been starting was a bit of a niche sector. So what made you decide to focus on that specific target audience?
So at that time, I had gone natural myself and there weren't any natural hair salons and a few more people, or quite a number of people were going natural. And so, it just meant there was nobody else I was going to be, or rather there was nobody that was going to be taking care of them. And I thought, well, why can't I be that person? And essentially that was it.
So you've mentioned that, people were doubting your vision. So was it at any point, did those doubts now reflect in your doubts? Did you begin to doubt yourself or have any regrets when you met those obstacles?
Regrets, no. Doubts, sometimes, yes. With the new business, it's hard. And then with the new business that is also a new niche that people aren't, don't know anything about, it's even harder. So sometimes in the beginning when, we didn't have a lot of customers coming through, yes, I'd be like, am I sure I did the right thing? Should I have listened to everybody? But I was like, no, I'm going to stick to this. So initially the doubt sort of tried to rub off for me, but I didn't let that get to me too much.
Good, because if you go there any morning, first thing in the morning, it's packed. If you could meet your 13-year-old self now, what one thing would you say to her?
When you decide what your passion is, just make sure you give it your all. Just keep learning. Once you stop learning, then you just stop growing. So just keep learning, essentially.
That is perfect. So, final question. Do you have any tips for our young viewers who are trying to turn their passions into profit?
Oh, definitely. First of all, even though you're young now, you're never too young to start learning about what your passion is and researching and just finding those little things that, you can do to improve yourself so that by the time you get to my age, you'll be the best at whatever it is that you have decided is your passion.
Thank you so much, Miss Lewis. This has really been food for thought. Miss Lewis has to go now to make sure more people in Lagos can have hair as amazing as mine, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
That was such an inspiring interview. Thank you once again to Miss Lewis for coming in.
So guys, as we've seen, it sure pays to follow your passions. You'll have a lot more motivation to work super hard, and you won't just give up in the face of the first obstacle.
Okay, as Adanna mentioned earlier, we're going to be back with another challenge this week.
Yeah.
We want you to tell us your dream job based on your passion and the steps you're taking to achieve this dream.
For example, I want to be a political journalist because I'm very passionate about politics and writing. To help achieve this goal, I'm going to be studying politics at university, and I also have a blog right now where I'm already practicing my journalism.
We're going to be accepting responses through all of our social media channels and by text, so please send them in as soon as possible to stand the chance to win more awesome prizes. And remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
We can't wait to hear how you're going to achieve your wildest dreams. Au revoir et bonne chance!